Hi, welcome to SideKick Television. This is Allen Woodman. I'm your host, and we have a little bit of a last-minute change-up. Sadly, Olivia Grunner, who was supposed to be our special guest this evening, will not be able to make it. He's actually a little bit out of town. He just can't get back to the studio in time, but we've already arranged he will be on it next week. So make sure you catch up with us next week, and we'll be able to have Olivia Grunner on our show then. But we do have some great talent and some people that you guys want to know, which is Sifu Clark Tang, who came all the way in from LA today, all the way into Las Vegas. He's going to do the show with us today. He'll be here shortly, and we'll talk about Wing Chun and the art from China and its history, and how his art differs from other people's arts. And he's got a great school in Long Beach, so catch up with us then. Make sure that you keep following SideKick Television all the time. If you miss us live on Fridays at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, if you miss us on Fridays with the live show, you can always catch us, stream us. You can go to wcobm.com, or you can go to SideKick TV on Facebook, or go to www.sidekickpublication.com, our website, and check out the SideKick TV show there. So multiple ways you can see the show. You're always welcome to share it. They'll be up on Facebook and everything else. And we just have so much information, so much stuff for you on the show. So just hang in there with us, because we got all kinds of stuff. We're going to be talking about Kathy Long's MMA fight in Mexico next week. We'll be down there for that. We'll be talking about Dragon Fest that happened 2 weeks ago in Hollywood. We have some video for you, so don't miss that one. That's going to be super cool. The Dragon Fest went fantastic, and then we took a little break from Dragon Fest, and we went to help Danny Trejo out doing some painting and some fixing of a restaurant that got vandalized. And Danny Trejo, you might know him from a lot of movies and stuff. He's a great Hollywood star, but he asked us to come down and help out, so we did. So kind of that happened a couple weeks ago. That was really fun. And then we made it back to Dragon Fest, and we were on the morning show on KTLA, and that was fantastic. The Today Show did some board breaking and some demonstrations. Mark Shuey was with us, and Dana Abbott was hitting with the sticks and everything, and it was a fantastic event. And if you missed it, don't worry, because there's another one next year, so you got to be able to go there. All right, and so look, stick around with us if you can. We'll be right back, and here's some commercial breaks, and join us when we come back. Hi, welcome back, SideKick Television. Of course, we are joined with our guest, Sifu Clark Tang. Sifu, how you doing? Thanks for coming.
How are you, Master Allen?
Hate that word. I hate that word, master. Don't ever use it to me. I'm not a master. I know masters. I've seen masters who cut steel with their bare hands. I know masters who do forms and make me cry, because I can't ever do them that good, and I'm not that, so I'm not a master. He's a master. He's pretty good though.
The sign of a master is never admit that you're the master.
No. That's okay. Okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Everybody can agree with me on this one.
Yeah. But Sifu Clark Tang, of course, is a Wing Chun master, and he has a school in Long Beach. Where's the location at exactly?
Well, it is in Long Beach, but it is in Signal Hill. Signal Hill is in Long Beach.
Okay.
And a very small town, but it's very a lot of oil there.
And the name of your school is actually very unique. So what is the name of your school?
Wing Chun Temple.
The Wing Chun Temple. So if you really want to go to a real Wing Chun temple. See, now you get to go.
Beside the Shaolin Temple.
Beside the Shaolin Temple, that's right.
And I always tell people, I can talk about the name, how I came up with the name. But all it is, Shaolin, I always say, Shaolin is like an Old Testament. Good tree, good fruit, and the tradition is not going to change as much. But on the other side, you have Wing Chun Temple. Now, the creator of the art was a nun.
That's right.
From Shaolin.
Her name is Wing Chun.
That's right.
See, I know something.
course, you took Wing Chun with Grandmaster.
Ning Wei, yeah, that's right.
And when I start, my Sifu told me to start a school. He's getting old, and we need to pass on the traditional Wing Chun.
I should hold on, because we got to inform people.
Yes.
Who is your Sifu? Because I know who Sifu is.
Right. I have 4.
4.
Wing Chun.
He was too good for one, so he had to have 4.
Well, the thing is about with 4. 3 is good. 4 is just stable. That means your foundation is good.
Okay.
But my first and the last one is just everything to me, I think. My first Sifu lay a lot of groundwork for me as a Wing Chun or in martial art in general. And my late Sifu, Grandmaster Wong Long Ching, the student of Grandmaster Yip-Man,
Yes.
he's in my inspiration.
Yes.
He's inspired me to take Wing Chun to
Now,
another
Wong
notch.
Long is interesting, because I just
Yes.
found out today over lunch that I met your master in Hong Kong when
Yes,
I was
you
out there visiting Yip Chun.
Yes.
And I didn't even know it. So this is how small the martial arts world actually is when you're talking about true martial arts and true lineage and some of the greatest teachers that there are.
Right.
So it was really amazing. So we just kind of caught that up over lunch today. That
Definitely.
actually I had met him before, and I missed him on his video. Now he just came to visit your school, didn't he?
He came last. This is twice already. We came. The first was in December last year. Came for the grand opening of Wing Chun Temple. That's the headquarters. And then last month he came, and we have another Wing Chun in Orange County. So he came and opened that. So yeah, so we have 2 so far.
You have 2 now.
Well, 1 put in the front end. You know how Wing Chun is very sneaky.
Yes.
We will never tell you.
Very sneaky.
Yeah, we will never
Very
tell
sneaky.
you every move. 2 or 3 movement. But we just tell you maybe it's 1 or 2. That was it.
Well, I thought you were supposed to be able to do it in 2 or 3 moves, and that's it. That's what I
one
thought.
move, the whole thing.
See, they've been keeping it a secret from me too, because they were just said, no, we're only going to teach you 3. That's all you need. But see, okay, I get how it is now. Okay, I understand now. No problem.
Well, the thing is, with your background, you went to Japan and all of that. I don't know. Will that be good with Wing Chun?
Hey man, I lived there. It wasn't me. I didn't start
That's the
the
thing
war.
is, we don't want you to get a secret
And give it to
over
the
there.
Japanese, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We just want to make sure you're for the Chinese.
No problem. Actually, we have a lot of fun here on SideKick TV.
Yes.
But one of the things that we try to do on SideKick Television, of course, we want to try and bring everyone to the world of martial arts.
Yes.
And if you're a martial artist or a non-martial artist, we want to introduce you to some of these arts. We're going to introduce you to some of the things that Wing Chun, Shotokan Karate, Aikido, Jiu-Jitsu, Kung Fu, Eskrima, Filipino arts, Thai arts, Muay Thai, Arnis Silat, Pinjak Silat, which is an Indonesian art. There's arts in India that we're going to expose everybody to. And the whole idea, and you and I have a very good kinship about this, because we feel the same way about martial arts, which is it's a family, right? And it's a brotherhood. But it's something that we're supposed to be sharing with the public. This isn't supposed to be a secret known only to us and no one else. That's not really what martial arts is about. And if you think that it's that way, if you're teaching it that way, then you're just going to struggle uphill, I think, the whole time, because that's not what it's for. Martial arts is meant to be shared and meant to be valued by everybody. So
I agree.
We have to promote it. We have to promote it in a positive way.
Yes.
I am not against MMA. It is its own sport. It's not a martial art, but it is a sport. It's an aspect of martial arts. It's actually started from traditional Japanese jiu-jitsu. Japanese jiu-jitsu, not the kung fu stuff from China. But
it all came from China anyway.
But but MMA is a sport that is somewhat tarnished a lot of the martial arts perspective, a lot of martial arts, because it's violent. It's one of these arts that right now you get men in shorts that are really jacked up on a lot of drugs and steroids and all that kind of stuff get in the ring and they pound each other in the face until either someone gets knocked out, hurt badly, or submits. Now that's not all it is. Okay, because I have great respect for people who are in the MMA, Ronda Rousey and the Gracies, and of course who brought it here, the Machados, Carlos Machado and the Machado family, the whole entire Machado family.
Remember that guy? He came to the Hall of Fame. I don't know.
Which one? The Masters?
He's a UFC.
Oh, Chuck Liddell. Yeah,
Yes.
Chuck Liddell. See, amazing people, and these are these are amazing martial artists and stuff.
Right,
but you know, that's not what all martial arts are about. So you know, what we're trying to do with SideKick is we're going to try and explore that avenue. And we're going to be back. We're going to take a little short commercial break. When we come back, we're going to be talking more with Sifu Clark Tang and maybe a special guest extra, and we're going to watch a video too. So
sounds good.
Right when we come back. See you in 2 minutes.
All right. I will not resist. I just move it now.
Clark's such a nice guy, but I can see the tiger.
Actually, he allowed me to do that.
Whenever you see my shoulders, I just follow that selfie.
He's always exchanging energy. He's always my hero.
Just because he's breathing hard, I feel.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hi, welcome back, SideKick Television. Of course, you just saw a great video clip of Master Sifu Clark Tang doing some Wing Chun with none other than Darryl Vidal. Now, interesting thing, Darryl Vidal, if you don't know, Darryl Vidal was one of the small roles in the original Karate Kid 1, right? So he's an amazing guy. He's the guy that does the aerial kicks and stuff inside the tournament, so everybody can pick him out, you know. and Darryl Vidal and I've been friends for a number of years, because I was in, I don't know if you knew this, I was in Karate Kid 1. You can see me in the background.
Really?
Yeah, it was actually my tournament that we shot at, the All Valley. So now the interesting thing is that Darryl Vidal also, he and his daughter Shaina Vidal actually are going to start working with us at SideKick TV, and we have their first production actually on the show today. And they did the one that we're doing for the Dragon Fest. So tune in a little bit later, because we're gonna see all that. You're gonna see the Dragon Fest and who was involved. And they did this great video for us and stuff. So fantastic.
She's great.
Job.
I met her,
I know.
you know that.
They're amazing people.
Oh, yeah,
amazing people.
amazing.
But let's talk about the video we just saw. And of course, let's introduce our third guest. Somebody just appeared there. So go ahead and introduce us to this beautiful young lady.
Well, when we talk about Wing Chun Temple,
Yes.
now, and Sifu Grandmaster Wong took over, which I give that name to him in his birthday, for took me in as his disciple.
Right.
And Jennifer, because we have a, you know,
And
we
her
have
name
an
is
Asian-
Jennifer?
Jennifer New.
Jennifer, no?
She is Wing Chun Temple Administration.
Oh, fantastic. So she's the brain behind the brawn.
Yes,
Got it. But she's a Wing Chun practitioner.
Well, she practiced, she do Chi Sam and all that, and her whole family. You probably, I think you met her husband, her 2 kids. They're all in a Wing Chun.
She didn't tell me she was married.
Well, you know,
Those late night texts, she
that's
never mentioned
something.
it. She
Everything
the
is
phone
surprise.
calls, nothing. She never. Oops, so we're on live
say
TV.
that.
Okay,
Well-
we're on live television, but no,
well,
no,
anyway, that's the thing with Wing Chun. We never disclose everything until the last minute.
Until the last minute. Then we're stuck, right? Then we're
Well,
stuck.
let me tell you about
But,
Master Vidal.
but your school, real quick though, your school is actually very successful. It's actually growing, right?
Well, yes. People come in, they feel in love because the way
Wing Chun's a beautiful art. It is.
beautiful art, and also I want to really get back to the basic. What is really martial art?
Right.
Now, martial art, if I may, you have to look at a universe in 3 realms. One, you have to look at the physical part. You practice, you make your body. This is the body to make strong, healthy. Second realm is the mind. How you can get into the mind.
Right.
Now let your mind, that controlling your mind, not the mind controlling you. That's the point. But you have to work your way, and it's take a while. You cannot just practice. You got to live. Let martial art come live inside of you. Take everything with you. The third part is the high level, is spiritual.
Yes.
Those are the 3. I don't care what kind of martial art you do.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Those are
matter.
the
These are
3
the
main
3.
things.
This is a universal thing.
That's true.
And the video you were seeing is a chi sao, and it's very funny. I'm telling.
And what is it? So for people who don't know, what is chi sao? What does chi sao mean? What is the idea of chi sao?
Well, when you talk about Wing Chun is not a style; it's a system.
Right.
And within the system, we install this chi sao. Chi sao, it's an exercise.
Right.
It's called sticky hand. Chi means sticky, and sao means hand.
Right.
The exercise improves 3 things. 1 is your sensitivities.
Right.
2 is the fluid. Number 3, you don't have to see, you can feel it's coming.
That's right. That's right.
So you
Now
know,
I've done a little Wing Chun in the past.
Yeah, I
as
saw your
some
picture.
people who don't know,
Impressive.
got to train with Ip Chun and Sam Kwok for a while and stuff.
Yes,
and,
yes.
and I'm not a master at it by any means, but
Here we go
I
again.
understand. No, but I understand the basics of it. And the Chi Sao, Drew, if you would.
Yeah, sure.
So Chi Sao, go ahead, explain Chi Sao. So Chi Sao.
okay, Chi
is-
Sao, you see the hand here. This is called. Normally you start off with 1, but this is we do fold. You see how it here it roll. Now the Yip Man system is called half-half. You roll only half.
Right.
Now there are the Wing Chun. They do circle, which is
A little wider and broader.
Yeah, wider and also. However, I'm not being biased or anything like that. I start Wing Chun since '93, and I'm martial art most of my life. And I would say
That's Chi Sao.
I would say Yip Man system is the best of all because speaking of the scientific way,
Yes.
simple, effective, and it's very easy to learn.
And those who don't know out there, SideKick Television viewers, Ip Man, of course, was probably the preeminent authority on Wing Chun back in the day.
Yes.
There's been several movies by Donnie Yen.
Yes.
Ip Chun 1, Ip Chun 2, Ip Chun 3, and soon to be released is Ip Chun
Donnie
3,
Yen.
right? So or 4 actually, I think, right? It's supposed to be 3, but
3.
you know, the 3 was a pre-sequel.
Pre-sequel.
Yeah, it was kind of strange.
Almost like Star Wars.
Yeah. Kind of. And I train with Ip Chun, by the way. If you watch 3, Ip Chun 3, the master who plays
Yes.
Ip Man's master,
Long Bic.
Long Bic,
Yes.
is actually Ip Chun in real life, Ip
Yes.
Man's real life son, his oldest son.
Isn't that
That's the person
something?
who I got to train with. So it was kind of inside joke there, inside circle. But now as you can tell, do it again with the Chi Sao. So explain what's going on. So it isn't just this. This is just part of it.
Right.
This is just the functionality of the Wing Chun system. But for example, if I try to hit him,
Right. See?
he's going to move, and this is what he's talking about the sensitivity of Wing Chun.
Yes. Another word of saying, if we feel something is coming, we just react, almost like a rubber band. The more you pull, it's gonna go. As you can see with
Daryl Vidal,
Grandmaster
yeah.
Vidal, yeah. He's pushing. So what I do is reflect it back. That's all it is.
So push becomes pull, pull becomes push.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
And
It's a great way to learn, and it builds to me, and I've always thought
Right.
so. Is that actually I was just speaking to someone over this last weekend about
Right,
this. Is
right.
that Wing Chun is probably one of those arts that if you want to learn self-defense fast, as in real fast.
Right.
You want to learn some techniques. Wing Chun is probably one of those arts that you can pick up the basics.
Yes.
In, you know, I'd say probably in 1 or 2 lessons.
Yes.
To be able to at least enough to do this kind of thing where you're being
Right.
able to go in again and make it real quick, and he'll hit me in my face, and I'll cry.
Also,
but no, it's great though.
And also another Wing Chun is all about precision.
Yes.
If I may, if I show
That's
you,
right.
I show you here. I'm gonna hit you, but I will not hit you.
Right.
So I did this. So, see here.
He didn't hit me.
So
He
it's
missed.
called
He's
precision.
terrible. He missed me.
I missed him
I'm
by
right here,
here.
and he didn't even hit me. God, he's really not good at this, but
That's
it's
it.
all we had for a guest. So no, I'm just kidding. No. So talk about focus and skill and control. This is it right here, Clark Tang. We're gonna break away for a couple of commercials. When we come back, we're gonna talk more with Clark Tang, and don't forget, Master Ken's Privates. You can see him right here. You can see Master Ken's Privates on our show.
Okay,
That's all I'm
privates.
saying.
Let's
And then we're gonna see the Dragon Fest video too coming up. So
Right.
stick with us, SideKick TV. We'll be right back.
The 2-day convention that brings martial artists from every style imaginable to join in one room. And this time, it's not for a competition.
What do you think of the event today?
Oh, this is a wonderful event. I mean, I've seen people I haven't seen in decades, you know.
Weeks of so many people you grow up with. To come here, to be a part of it is phenomenal.
This community.
I see people from so many different styles and schools from different parts of the world.
And all thanks goes to the founder and president of the Martial Arts History Museum, Michael Matsuda.
What type of impact do you think it has in bringing all these international styles together?
You know, there is no other museum that does this, and there will never be another opportunity. We don't get many opportunities to do something like that, and here we are. I've invested myself, my finances, everything to something I believe in. We're hoping it serve the community and help people, and I think it's done that.
It preserves the history of the martial arts and perpetuates the martial arts.
From craftsmen to grandmasters and celebrities to fans, the community revealed that there's more to martial arts than physical and mental health.
It's about friendship. It's about their people connections and learning how to support each other rather than just compete and fight against each other.
Everybody's history, all those great masters, you know, before us are always going to be immortalized.
We're all martial artists and we're all one family.
If you are a fan of the martial arts, whether it's movies or the actual fighting or the teaching, this is a great thing to attend, Dragon Fest.
All right, welcome back to SideKick Television. Of course, you just saw the Dragon Fest event video that Shayna Vidal, Dara Vidal's daughter, actually produced for us here exclusively for SideKick. We won't see that anywhere else. It was exclusive for our show, and she did an amazing job. Now, these are 2 people right here. They were at the Dragon Fest event.
Yes.
What did you guys think about that event?
I think it's awesome.
Right?
I mean, it's where can you find a world that all martial arts come together peacefully?
So many people. Al Leong, Gerald
Yes.
Okamura, Eric Lee, Art Camacho, Don the Dragon Wilson, Clark Tang, Daryl Vidal, Cynthia Rothrock,
my all-time
James Wilson,
gamers,
Mark Shuey, Dana Abbott, Carl Totten. Man, it's just endless.
and
right?
Master Allen
Papadakis?
Woodman. Can you believe that?
Was he there?
Yeah.
Was he there? I didn't see him. I didn't see him the whole weekend, actually. Well, we were talking earlier about, I don't know if you knew this, but Sunday we did that TV show, right? We did the morning show. I think he came in at the end of that, I think, in the morning.
Probably.
Didn't you? And then, but right after that, I had to escape because Danny Trejo had us painting and nailing and stuff. Yeah. So I had to desert everybody for a little bit. Just had to get away and do some community stuff. You know, sanctioned by my parole officer. And no, just kidding. No, it's all getting back to the community. Of course, we want to say Mel said, looking good, Alan. Hello from Mel. Thanks for shouting out. Everybody's welcome to shout out here and give us questions. If you have questions for Master Clark Tang, by all means. And this young lady over here, she's the one that knows all about business.
Yes.
You want to know how to run your martial arts school business, talk to her. What now, if they wanted to get involved with your school, what number or what website can they go to?
They just can go to wingchuntemple.com.
That's easy. wingchuntemple.com.
Easy as that, and you'll find your information there. Jennifer there.
Fantastic.
And the number there.
What's the phone number?
The phone number is 562-276-0108.
You might notice how he had to look at her for that to see if that's correct. I see how that works. I don't
See,
remember my own
anything.
number. I don't know my own
When
number.
it comes to business part, I have no clue.
Well, back to the Dragon Fest video. Now, the video that we put together, of course, that was just, it was a 2-day event. That was just a little piece of it, right?
Right.
And you got to see so many people. Michael Matsuda, who's the curator of the Martial Arts History Museum.
He did a great job.
Does an amazing job. And he does an amazing job with so little that he has, actually. And the museum actually only functions totally on donations, right? And events and stuff. So this was a fundraiser for the museum. And if you haven't been, it's right there on Magnolia and Buena Vista, right? I think it's 2619 Magnolia Avenue, right there in Burbank, California. Go check it out. Go see it. It's always changing. They always got new exhibits and new things, but it's just full of stuff. It's just full of stuff.
And that's the only museum around the world. I don't think they have any martial art museum.
Well, there's a National Sports Karate Museum in Houston, Texas, but that's only for sports karate only. It's really it's not the history of martial arts, which is what this is.
Yeah.
So, you know, I give total props and shout outs to Mike. I just spoke to him today. They've got days like the Kathy Long Day is coming up.
Wow.
You know, and of course Kathy Long will be fighting next week in Mexico. MMA, full contact. This is 5-time world kickboxing
It's
champion.
gonna be live then. I can watch her then. Okay.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be awesome. I got VIP tickets, brother. I'm telling you right now.
What did you do?
I'm really nice to Kathy. Otherwise, she'll hit me. I don't want that. She hits hard.
Cool.
No, but you know, we're talking about some events coming up in our next segment as well. But back to Wing Chun. Now, Wing Chun is an art that was developed by a woman, correct?
Yes, correct.
And tell us a little bit of that history. How did that come about? A woman teaching martial arts. Oh my God, how did that ever happen?
Well, back in the days, you know how all these great generals and all that, guess where they put their children? Because their children is going to be the next leader after they gone, retire, whatever. So the best places in the Shaolin, where they learn philosophy, politics, and kung fu, and the strategy about, you know, the Sun Tzu and all of that. So it came from there. And of course, when the Qing dynasty took over the Ming, of course, they burned the Shaolin, and their 5 elder, I mean their other elder, they were killed, and some of them escaped, but there are 5 elder, and one of them was Miss Abbess Ngamui.
Ngamui, that's right.
And you know what? And the story goes, she met later on.
She met Wing Chun,
Wing Chun,
right?
that's correct.
Wing Chun, who was her disciple.
That's correct.
And the legend has is that Wing Chun actually had a fight because a man in the village wanted to marry her. She didn't want to marry. She was in love with somebody else, actually.
Yes, correct.
And so it's all kind of the story of Wing Chun, and you get into the legend because she defeated him, which made herself free to marry the person who she did love.
Yes.
Who, if I'm not mistaken, was the reason we have a technique by the name of Lap Sao, right?
Correct.
Is it?
That's correct.
That's
My
right.
God.
See?
This is scary.
You didn't know a Japanese guy could know so much about Wing Chun, right?
Well,
but it's true, right? That's correct, right?
That is correct. Yes.
And actually, a lot of the names, like the Bunpo and stuff, those come from teachers in the Wing Chun system, right?
Yes, later on.
Bunpo,
yes.
Which is the long pole and stuff, right? The
right.
Bunpo that came from the Master Bunpo, and of course, and different techniques. You know, the Lap Sao and the Ting Sao all came from people's names who developed the Wing Chun system throughout the years.
Again, the system is not an overnight develop. It developed for many years, and all these people, like
it's still an evolutionary thing. It still changes, correct?
Well, that's why I said Wing Chun Temple is the New Testament.
Yes.
A certain way that we don't, the concept, the principle, and what we believe in, we don't change. However, we adapt wherever we are. That's one thing. And again, Wing Chun, if you look at it, look at the art, it's beautiful. Look the way it stands, E.G. Kim Jong Ma, and the way the character of Wing Chun was developed by a woman. And I think there are a few people that think developed by a man, which is totally, and it's a public.
Now
you know
you're Chinese, and one of the things
Yes.
that if you guys don't know about Chinese Kung Fu is that there is a symbol that a lot of Chinese Kung Fu do.
Yes, that's
and
correct.
if I'm not mistaken, the story is that actually comes from the destruction of the Shaolin Temple in the Ming Dynasty, right?
Correct.
Because the people who were protectors of the Ming Dynasty, the Ming Dynasty symbol was the sun and moon, correct?
Yes, correct.
And if you wanted to introduce yourself, the problem you had to have was you didn't know if they were followers of the Ming Dynasty or not, or the Tang Dynasty.
Sign. That's right.
So the secret sign was to introduce yourself by putting your moon in your sun.
Correct.
And that became the greeting to know that I was a Ming follower, a Ming disciple.
That's right.
And that became the Shaolin symbol,
yes.
And which grew into martial arts today. So if you didn't know that, there's some history for you. But we're going to be right back for our last segment. And it's going to do all of our interesting story, our events and stuff like that.
Sure.
You guys going to hang with us, and we'll still be here? We'll talk
Yeah,
some
sure.
more?
Why not? The best guy in town. Why not?
Well, yeah, I'm the only guy he knows in town. That's
Look at this
all.
studio. This is huge.
So look, we'll be back in just a minute or two. It's a commercial break, and we'll be right back. SideKick TV, hang out with us.
Perfect.
Master Ken here with another Secret Street Fighting tip. This week we're working on our Nelsons. You're going to be familiar with a couple of these, but some of them will be brand new to you because they're my own special Ameridote modifications. So let's get started with something familiar. Start with the half Nelson, okay? He throws the jab. I'm going to parry that, get underneath the jab, reaching behind the neck and pinching my head to his shoulder. This allows me to control his body while attacking targets like his kidneys, like the base of the spine. I can reach up into the front, grab his groin, pull it up into the buttocks. I can punch him in the back of the head. I can reach over. I can fish hook the eye or the lip. And I can also just grab the jaw and simultaneously remove the jaw while breaking the neck. However, if I move my face forward enough here, I may be in danger of catching an elbow. So if I see that, I'm going to move my head out of the way and put him in a full Nelson, another move you may have seen. Most people do it wrong, though. They push pressure on the base of the neck like this, which allows you to control him, but it's not painful enough. So we reach up here to the back of the head, pushing the chin down to the sternum, and eventually separating these vertebrae, causing paralysis. Now, once you've mastered those two, you get to have a little fun with some Ameridote versions, okay? I'm going to push his head to the side. I'm going to wet my finger and combine a wet willy with a full Nelson. I like to call it the Willie Nelson.
Oh, God. Oh, that's disgusting.
Remember, you can do that with your finger or with a blunt instrument. Next up, I'm going to knee him in the tailbone, grab his ears, and rotate him forward, putting him in a T position. We call this the Craig T. Nelson. It may look simple, but it's actually very advanced and requires a lot of coaching. There was a move we used to call the Judd Nelson back in the 80s, but now none of us can remember it. And finally, we tend to go to a move like this, where we lock his arms in place to the point where he won't be able to move them. We used to call it the prison, because if you do it properly, it'll stay like this for at least 27 years, but in order for it to fit into the curriculum, we call it the Nelson Mandela. And as always, once you're finished, re-stomp the groin like so. I'm Master Ken. Make sure you know your Nelsons. That was another Secret Street Fighting tip. Us.
Hi, welcome back to SideKick TV, and there you got to see Master Ken's privates, and of course the Nelson family.
Definitely, wow.
And they all work. They all work.
Amazing.
Apparently. So now we have a few things to announce on the show, but tell us about now. You have an app coming out here pretty soon, I think.
Yes, I'm gonna let Jennifer, because Jennifer is take care of the administration. You want to tell a little bit about that?
Yes, I would like to share the news of our new app is coming up. Right now it's in the developing stage. And once it's done, you can use it on your Android phone or iPhone system.
Awesome.
Easier access to Wing Chun.
There you go. And you're actually looking into doing some online teaching, right? So if you guys want to learn some online Wing Chun, boy, they got it all set up and ready to go. They got the app going and this thing going. So so we have a few things to announce. I know some upcoming events that I know we've got going on. First thing I want to announce, of course, is the Long Beach Internationals. This is, of course, the Ed Parker Internationals coming off this weekend. 14th, actually, it started today. 14th, 15th, 16th. It's going there. I have a couple of students that are actually down there competing in it. We couldn't go because we've got another thing going. We got the show today, but it's at the Long Beach sports arena there in Long Beach, California, which is right by you guys. Right?
I used to compete there. My
oh,
God,
man, that's crazy.
Who did not know?
There's
Long
thousands
Beach.
of competitors, right?
Yes.
So if you guys make it down there, next one, of course, is next Saturday. Next Saturday, don't miss Kathy Long with the big MMA event. She's going to be competing in the ring at a full contact MMA event, and that's in Tijuana, Mexico. She has tickets. You can get Kathy Long through Facebook, or you can go to CSW. They have tickets. The headquarters Tap Out in Los Angeles has tickets, or you can buy them at the door right there in Tijuana. And it's $15 for general seating, $25 priority, $40 for VIP and ringside. And I got me a VIP ringside ticket. What's up with that? See, this is what happens when you're friends with Kathy. See?
Well, I met her. She was not that.
Yeah,
nice,
she don't like you. That's why.
I know.
No, that's not true. She likes everybody.
Because she have you. That's the reason.
That's it. That's right. But again, tomorrow we'll be down at the roast for Al Dacascos, Grandmaster Al Dacascos. That's Eric Lee's teacher. Eric Lee was on the show last month with us.
And you're going to be doing a seminar.
That's right. I'm going to be teaching a seminar from 10 to 2. Don the Dragon Wilson will be teaching. Eric Lee's going to be teaching a seminar. I'll be teaching a seminar. All the money goes from this event goes directly toward the Al Dacascos Fund, actually, because he's in the prime of his life there. And that's tomorrow. It starts at 10 a.m. August 15th. It's in Chinatown, and you can hook us up here on Facebook or Eric Lee at his Facebook and find out more information. It's right in Chinatown. Again, starts at 10 o'clock.
And the restaurant is the Golden Dragon.
The Golden Dragon Restaurant. Dinner's 5 o'clock, right?
That's
5
right.
o'clock at the Golden Dragon Restaurant. That's right.
The old Chinatown.
In old Chinatown. So it's on the left side of the street. Okay, so
not too far from Bruce Lee's
statue. Right. That's right. Yeah, it's right around the corner.
Statue,
Yeah, right.
and also his his old school there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there you go.
So anyway.
And then, of course, right behind that, in coming up next month in September, I believe it's the 5th, is the Atlanta, Georgia event hosted by the USA Martial Arts Hall of Fame, and I'll be there. Of course, I travel a lot, so I'll be there at Jim Thomas's event. That's the USA Martial Arts Hall of Fame, official Hall of Heroes Martial Arts History, Masters Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and of course seminars, the free seminars all day long by like 20, 30
I heard that's
different
the biggest
instructors.
one, isn't
It's
it?
huge. Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. It's huge.
Yeah.
And Atlanta, man, don't miss that one. That'd be really cool, right? And then we have Felix Rolls. Felix Rolls would be doing the combative and self-defense seminar in both armed and unarmed combat. Location is at II Sports Dojo in Carson, California. Okay, it starts at 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock. The cost is only $35. Go out there, find that one, man. Go do it. Felix is a fantastic stick and knife guy, man. He's an amazing guy. He couldn't beat me, and I say that because I'm on national television right now. So it's okay. Felix, you heard me. You can't take me, brother. That's that's all it is. Okay.
Especially online, there's nothing you can do.
Online, yeah. I'm over here in Las Vegas. You're there in LA. I know you can't take me right now. Okay. So, but go to his event, man. He's awesome. He's an awesome instructor, and you should go check that out. And of course, the Orlando Championships in Orlando, Florida. That's the Martial Arts Championships happening this weekend as well. There's so many events that are going on. You can't say, oh, there's nothing much going on. Look around you guys. It's all happening. It's all happening. So there's all of that. Of course, we always want to throw a shout out to our sponsors, which are our sponsors are, of course, Simbach and the Unified Fighting Arts Federation. They've sponsored us, the USA Martial Arts Hall of Fame, and Jim Thomas and Lori Hallmark. They do a fantastic job with all the events they do. Thank them. Now, you guys went to the LA event,
Definitely.
right? And
I love it.
That was amazing, right?
Love Jim.
Yeah,
he's an amazing guy. Amazing guy.
Jim is one of my best friends and a fantastic person. And I'm happy you guys could come.
Yes.
I invited you. I went in and said,
he did. Okay, I gotta give it credit. Without Master Allen, we wouldn't know. Thanks again.
That's right. But no. So it's great events, and of course, not only Simbach, but we also have Infinities. Infinities for as far as Infinities, you need T-shirts. Look at our T-shirts. These are super cool. SideKick Publications
I love it.
T-shirts.
I love
right?
it. Yeah.
You know, you guys have one? You guys don't have a shirt? If you don't have a shirt, I'm going to give you a shirt later.
We're here is for the T-shirt, by the way.
That's it. I figured you wouldn't come otherwise.
Yeah,
I'm riding with
the
the
T-shirt.
But actually, this is our our silver edition limited T-shirt. And it's always available. Go to www.sidekickpublication.com or hook us up on Facebook. And they're only $15 and $5 for shipping. And we'll ship it out to you in any size you need, okay?
I love the logo. And, SideKick, it means something. Imagine going through life without martial art, and martial art be your sidekick. Isn't that something?
That's it. Well, the sidekick name came because we are a companion to your training.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
We're your sidekick. That's the idea. That's where the name came from, actually.
Wow.
That's the idea.
Like
is that sidekick is it's martial arts, infused, but the imagery, but the idea of being sidekick is just that it's a companion to your training.
I love it. I love the name.
Thank for joining us.
Great.
Sifu
Thank you so much.
Clark Tang came all the way from LA. And
thank you,
beautiful.
Master.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank
and we'll see you here next week. And Olivia Gunner will be with us next week. But we especially thank him for coming all the way out here. Thank you.
You know what? I think he's doing some chemist work.
That's right. He is a chemist. Thank you, guys. See you guys next week. SideKick TV right here.